Bleed
fall
being
back.
really diligent
It takes
to
a
start.
lot of time, though. Yeah.
Yeah. They're not, you know, kind of going hyper aggressive. They're clearing utility. They're trying to work the map a bit, make sure that Talon is spread out for this hit. I do too. I really.
Playing for the long game. Now we head into the site. A bit of a self-explosion. Not too bad. He did get secure the kill on serve. The rest of the team, though, is trying to still look for the entry, opening up the doors. They're running out of time. 10 seconds left. We've got to make a move, fellas.
I think
cover
Talon
up.
needs to try to contest this as much as they can.
All right, 5 seconds. 2. Spike finally going down, but at what cost? Zest is the last one alive and has to clutch this one out. Only got a ghost in his hands. His teammates have completely fallen. Heads has been spotted. They're all trying to toss in some right clicks. If he can get a headshot onto Cruz, that would be it. Oh, and he does! Flicks upwards 90 degrees. Cruz
Very good on Duelist, so certainly on Killjoy, you expect him to be strong. I mean, Retla's the only real kind of question mark for me, but you know, you're probably a little bit more familiar with his game than I am, having seen him in the MGS SY.
Yeah. He's still able to pull off some of these moments as well. The entire team is definitely capable. And as a team, as a whole, Bleed, you know, having the influence from Lakia as a coach, I think that's one of the biggest things that they do as well. That's why they take so much time, because they're very careful, very decisive as to how they want to approach the map. You know, they don't go in blindly. They don't go in for these just full-on set plays and executes without doing their due diligence. So, of course, it's just a game of strats. I mean, you're absolutely right, Paperthin, with the fact that they're trying to contest Rubble. Now they've gotten a little bit more space. An 8-hit is certainly underway. And look at how patient they are with this as well. Talon feeling unsettled. They push out, they peek out, they get a player taken down. Off of that, the paint shells have been committed. Cruz coming back in for a bit of a trade, though. Serve now holding his ground. Some shots going through, though, and it's going to be Ye who steps up forward. Jit Boys takes him down. Strata steps away into safety. Retla will be able to catch him, though. And as the skirmish starts to settle, you've got a player coming up from behind Governor. Might just be in for a big opportunity. Not unless Retla snuffs it out, though. Spike should be planted pretty soon.
It feels like Retla might have a read on this. They know the Showstopper is going to be online as well, so they're trying to spread out, see if they can play for a trade.
Spike planted.
And I think Retla's got this red.
Angles. Tries to watch for the top spots. Retla. That's the first. Paint shells to clear out back. Goes in for the Showstopper. The animations. Forward. There should be a paint shells available for, no, not quite, not for Governor. So Plant will go down practically for free. Darien has his Nanoswarm set up as well. This is going to be a tough retake for Talon.
Face your fear!
And the Nightfall as well makes things so difficult. Look at all those tethers. Getting them back. Cruz gets one.
Great.
Last
Just
player.
making use of their angles.
Bomb grenade out.
Watching now for Bleed, trying to thread the needle. They've managed to take down 3 players, 1 left, and that's going to be Darien. He does have the Nanoswarms, but they can shoot them away. Pops off the first one. Van just peeks out, goes in for the tap. Talon with the first round on the board.
Yeah, so timeout works a treat here for Frost. And
Damage, good pokes. Now you've got the Viper's Pit up around C. How will Bleed adjust?
you got the Boombot here. Try to sniff out where Ban is, so Ban's going to have to be cagey with it. He's good.
Wow.
He's got a ton of damage. Yay, how?
He saw the Tracer rounds go through, but as Ye sidestepped, the adjustment wasn't quite there for Ban. So Viper's Pit dealt with. Now Bleed has the pathing into the seaside. Angles favoring Scary as well. Bit of a Nightfall sent through, but it doesn't quite connect. Jit Boys has to fight back. Good punch on towards Scary, but then the adjustments coming out from Bleed. They rotate over onto B. Cruz has to play catch up.
Nice play there by Jit Boys.
Spike play.
Knew that Scary was going to be able to dodge that Nightfall and was ready for it. Got ahead of the paranoia. Now Darien out in the open loses to Cruz.
Bring them down.
All right. Back to a 2-on-2. Kind of have an idea of where these players might be positioned. But the duels, they have to favor them as well. Ye being down to low HP, Jit Boys deals with him, makes quick work of him. On to the next though, Zest tucked away in the corner. Good little jump peek, crouches, and Cruz back in to peek off of contact. Talon picks up their second round.
Yeah, the fact that Cruz wins that battle out in the open and then is able to have the wherewithal. Storylines for players wanting to kind of get revenge and to jump out and shut down, but Ban's right there to pick up a couple. They're just swarming into spawn.
One enemy
One
remaining.
heck of a skirmish. They're pushing both out of C and B. And teams right now. Lockdown being committed as they try to capture the C side. 20 seconds remaining and they have to commit. Look at what's happening on the map though. Van as well as Cruz trying to pull off a bit of a flank. Governor might not be able to anchor, but movements being made across the board.
Not sure what Governor
10
was thinking
seconds
there.
left.
That was a little bit ambitious. And I like the way they stagger these ults, get that
Spike
lockdown
planted.
early, get the Viper's pit down. Don't give Surf that opportunity. Quickly traded by Darion.
Ooh. Angle being held by Scary as well. Takes down Surf. No trades to be found right now for Talon. Bleed says, if you're going to play the retakes game, then we're just going to play our post-plant game and deny you any entry back into site. Van, though, still individually try peeking into some of these angles and
Last
positions. He
player
finds
standing.
them. Barrel peeked out into the Viper's pit, though, and Zest just takes him down. Cruz now trying to take his place, but time is running out. Easy work for Retla as Bleed comes back in with the 6th win.
And as good as the last couple, I want to contest it.
It's a good idea, yeah. You always want to watch out for that slip into B. Lockdown actually looks really
so
early
good.
on. 50 seconds left, and Bleed are going to feel like they want to go into A. Oh, Jit Boys! As he holds down Tree, finds 2 heads, and then traded by Darren. Not too bad. That's a great pickup for Talon. Cruz now coming back in to support too. Van unfortunately getting taken down. Governor still just watching the back in case Bleed rotates on over. B is
Last
still a
player
viable
standing.
option, but as
30
Cruz
seconds
peeks out and off timings, Bleed gets caught unsuspecting.
Just great stuff in Agent he's playing. He's so good.
That's the most insane thing about this match too, is that you don't really see the duelists popping off that like you would expect in most games. Jit Boy's now picking up the operator, comes back in. Oh no! Yay! With the showstopper into the right spot at the right time.
And look at that. That's just Scary and Yay W keying into the site. They know that they've got it broken open, and the back of that. Great patience there from Bleed.
Just read like a book. Knew that he would try to teleport away onto site.
And it was that paint shells that gave
30
Yay
seconds left.
the ult to break that open. I like the idea, though, from Talon to contest.
Enemy remaining.
Yay, on for the ace.
Last one left. Spots the head. Picks up the ace.
Trying to cut him off on this.
Face your fear!
Oh.
He's trying to counter knife.
Oh, there it is.
Yep, he was expecting it. God only knows with all those smokes and tethers what's going on.
30
Wow.
Oh, the TP in the back!
They can't hear anything. Oh, the triple, the
enemy
hat trick,
remaining.
and the quad. Jit
Spike
Boy's
down.
online for the ace, and he wants it. Scary shuts him down for the time being. Can Scary clutch this out again? I mean, it's going to be tough. He has the spike. But the combo utility, 10 seconds left. Everything working against him. Tries to make a move, but Governor with the quicker feet hops up on top.
With the help of those smokes.
I
And
love-
Ban is gone for a heck of a lurk.
Yeah, Ben, Surf, making their way in, but he knows not to overextend either. As Bleed players are on the other side, just as I say that. Peeks out into an open angle. 2 players catching him down.
Yeah, trying to isolate that fight with that poison cloud, but turns out there were 2 in tree, not 1. So Ban kind of gambling and not coming up. Victory. B hit, yay.
Okay.
Finds 1, he's being chased down.
Wow. Sends off the Boombot and back pedals as well. Very much in control, although Talon might be able to
Spike
secure the
planted.
spike plant. Lead has the numbers.
I'll find you.
Fade being tossed out, timing a little bit off. Governor has to push up and
One enemy remaining.
just continues to hop away. Although he punches down Zest, Scary comes back in for those trades, and Retla picking up the last one. It's gonna be
Is very cognizant of trying to take advantage of their early lead and not give any free orbs over. A lot of contact here, though, for Scary. He's going to have to be very
All
careful.
right. Got the paranoia. Goes in for the duels. Simple feast. Got a couple of bodies being picked up. Yay now onto the other side.
Spike down.
There's
C.
no escape for Talon. They have to go back through pillars. Otherwise, completely pitched down right now.
remaining.
Van can't even make his way out.
Jit Boy's the lone survivor for Talon at this point, looking for the flawless R Bleed. Retla gonna swing the corner. Job done with the Spectre. Nicely done there by Bleed. Yeah, I really like what they're thinking here.
In case there are any rotates.
Yeah, they've got the full armors, no tags
Bomb buddy
accomplished
out.
by Ye. Ye gonna be so close, he has to back up the Prowler.
All right, underhand toss. Tries to satchel away. The Governor will be able to find him first as they peek on through this poison cloud. Scary tries to burst them down. Only a couple gained.
I have the spike.
But other than that, site captured by Talon. Great push. Well timed against Ye.
Yeah, they held long enough that Ye got a little antsy, decided to go for it. Two pushing from spawn now. Bulldog and a Guardian in hand. Zest and Darion, can they do any more damage?
Trying to go in for it. At the very least, maybe find the first hit and then make things a little bit easier. You gotta soften up the site. Nano Swarms.
One enemy remaining.
Giving them a little bit of position, but still
One enemy.
bad
Whoa.
with the angles. Darion snaps onto its Governor's head. Now anticipating a player outside of Mount. He spotted him. Goes in for the white swing. A little bit too far out for Jit Boys to adjust onto. He gets the kill, but unfortunately no spike defuse for Bleed. Talon able to...
We've already given up so much space on Rubble. Let's maybe think about another site. B's open-ish. Zest watching it. The showstopper.
Ooh.
They gotta run. They gotta get out. Okay, a great Prowler there to make sure that he cannot chase. And Retla also found one over
lurk.
towards C.
It was a bit of a fake with the showstopper into B. They haven't really found all too much because Retla shut down that initial push from Cruz. Now 10 seconds remaining. Governor has the space, but the off angle being held by Zest. He takes down the first hit. Jit Boys fires back, but Scary still very much around the corner. Spike has to be stuck through, and Scary capitalizes. 2 kills back to back. Ye coming in for the trade. Bleed hitting double digits.
Fantastic work.
It's your prediction, Paper Thin.
I know. Look, I'm not saying anything yet. I'm not. Yeah. I don't really care that much either. I agree with Vic.
It's just
The predictions are kind of whatever.
Viper down.
it's fun to talk about, but also who cares who wins? Because right now this
Spike
game is
down
just
A.
incredibly fun to watch.
Exactly.
To break down all of it too. Again, with the way that Bleed are controlling this, you have this Odin, this sort of
30
mobile
seconds
turret
left.
positioned up around Tree. He's able to cut down so much. Whatever Talon tries to do, it's almost as if you're trying to one-on-one. Scary's just waiting for his team as well.
Tremendous patience.
Dark cover still going out. Bleed has to make a move since the spike is about to go off. Has spotted out Jit Boys. The 180 turn.
Perfect.
Not quite enough. Zest with the Odin as well. Bleed. Everyone is here and able to protect the defuse as it comes underway. Reaching, considering the next map, which would be Bleed's map pick. Don't want to let this end in a quick 2-0, but they still have to watch out for so much. Odin still
Great Nightfall.
sounding away. Nightfall does connect onto 2 of them, but look at how Retla adjusts. Still able to anchor. Sound robbed away, but the mechanic's still very much in his hands. Jit Boys coming back in to do the Lord's work. Takes down 2. Makes a bit more noise as Surf, all the way across the map, stretches his legs over onto B.
I'm very curious to see where Ye got that kill. I was so focused on all that action going on in Tree. Ye picked one up off screen. Jit Boys, Surf. Gonna be able to get B planted, but with only 2 players, a lot of angles to have to account for. Already knowing that there's likely one still on A. It's just, are they going to be able to identify Scary? Oh, Ye.
Great one-on-one. Turns things into Bleed's favor. It's all up to Surf. We've seen this kid before. You know, he's got great mechanics. Sometimes decision-making a little bit off. He's stuck in the duel of his life right now and has to come up huge as they swing into him. A simple micro. Bleed have adjusted. They're spending the lockdown here.
Yeah, I think they should. Kind of like what we saw before with Bleed, where it's better to get the lockdown out early before you get any ults online. Oh, man, almost got too Scary. Just barely able to take him down. But I like this because it gives you at least the opportunity to get this plant down. Try to do something on the map. Cruz, I love these lurks.
Oh,
Hush.
Love it.
able to catch. I might not be able to call all the, like, out-call you perhaps in some rounds, but I will definitely be able to outshoot. Jit Boy's now coming back in as well, just to anchor the site. He's got the dark cover out
One
again,
enemy remaining.
making sure that Bleed does not get to cross out of defender spawn safely. Retla just trying to have to play around the edge. No time, opts for the save. Not wanting to give any more ult points. I mean, again, this game, it's going into its final moments.
No, yeah, I mean, again, Talon is digging deep, and on the back of a tremendous surf clutch, we're able to string together another win. Just a simple lockdown play to take control.
Name, though.
It's such a good name, but
Yeah, it really is. I would not be surprised if Lakia calls in a timeout. That's the other thing that I'm scared of. But right now, just a big old skirmish up around Rock and Rubble. Ye commits the showstopper. Gets shot down midair by Cruz, though. Down to it, again, Surf in a 1-on-2. Scary low HP, but he doesn't really know where he is. He knows he has to pick up the spike, but without the game sense, without the considerations.
very, very intriguing. You could convince me of a lot of things. Now, Retla is a pretty experienced Cypher player, shifting between that and the Viper as his main agents, so he's probably going to be pretty comfortable, kind of setting up across the map. And Scary taking a chunk of damage, able to just barely get out of there, but Governor gets traded.
Always going fast. He will be able to trade, though. Zets just steps through the teleporter, although yeah, it doesn't really quite work out. I think he did throw out a bit of utility, but with the shots going through, Talon just easily dismisses him.
Yeah, it was a contest by both teams for showers, and Zest tried to, I think he threw the Dizzy through the teleporter, try to get ahead of it, but Bleed was, or excuse me, Talon was already falling back, so Retla's gonna have to go pretty huge with his classic.
Pertham, unfortunately, whiffs the first few shots. Cruz with the frenzy will be able to make quick work of him. Back onto Ye, able to find the first one. Paint shells refreshed. Not quite in the prime spot to pull out utility, though, still falls over to Jit Boys. Now down to the 1-on-2. Darien climbing up the hill off of B-Long. Has to think about where they could be positioned. You always want to check these corners. They could be inside tube. Of course, anticipating hookah or elbow as well.
Such a nasty crossfire that Talon has set up. So difficult to deal with here.
And they're not going to show anything either.
Yep. They have to wait for the tap, right?
Goes in for the fault line just for a bit of security. Running out of time. Talon playing everything to their advantage. Good spray from Cruz at the end with Frenzy, and they will be able to pick up their first pistol today. For Talon to head on over onto B. They have to be very careful about Retla inside of hookah, though, especially with the camera as well. So Sky will be sent out along with the guiding light. Doesn't quite catch all too much. Surf spots out the whole lot of them, able to take down the first hit. Easy trade for Ye. Now it's just a bit of that retake.
And all you give up there is the ghost. So
exactly.
That's really not a big deal here for Talon at all.
It might just be like one of these rounds where we die to the spike. Talon rightfully pushing all the way down halls. You've got that high tide just to block off hookah. Governor able to spot out so many of them. If he has to, he can always go through the teleporter. A little bit too greedy for my taste. Darren will be able to take him down. Bulldog afforded over onto Bleed. Ban will be able to cut them down at their torso. Retla. Yeah, why not? Let's just make use of the gun that they gave us.
I mean, you can consider.
Yeah, I was thinking about it, but
yeah, just go down. There's might as well go for the upgrade on the rifle anyway. But 3 Bulldog hit through short A. It's gonna, the Dizzy's gonna catch. Now Talon just gonna be able to brute force their way through, try to get the plant down. Cove up. Wow.
Spike planted.
Tried to push right into it. Retla will be able to shut down the initial push. Spike has been planted, but Surf. How did, on the other side of the map, as they tried to rotate, the Lurk's actually working out great for him as a bit of a solo player. Meanwhile, the rest of the squad just watching the important parts of the site, able to block off lamps. Retla trying to do what he can with some of these rifles that he has. Yeah. What? I think he didn't pick it up.
Oh no.
So he's only got the classic now. And
oh no.
Had the idea.
Now it's just Sheriffs trying to see if they can get the job done.
Finished.
All right. Vanny will start things off. Couple coming in. Scary with the trade. Now the rest of Talon, you know, they haven't spotted out too many players around Fountain, so it has to be an A hit. Retla is prepared. Governor with a bit of flight path over onto a cubby of boxes. Spike planted. Just playing it safe for now. I mean, I really kind of like Surf being on this Viper lurk stuff.
Yeah, he's doing great with it. I mean, Surf is a phenomenal player. No doubt in my mind that he's always been one of my favorites to watch from the APAC region back in the day. So exciting to see him on the stage. Retla trying to catch the jiggle out of the cove, not able to do so. Bleed was never able to pick up that Vandal on the other side of the map either, so they're just looking to probably die to the spike is what it looks like. I mean, this has been such a chess match here. Retla's got to be so careful. Oh, he gets Governor. He's dropping down.
All right. Still a good little pickup nonetheless. Goes towards his alt counter. The rest of them, though, will have to die to the spike out of the map again. I talked about this. It's going to be Surf. If he can lurk, if he can catch at least one, that would be a huge thing for Talon. But, wow, Scary kicks off his head instead. Now Zest initiating a fight of his own. Darren here in to support. Wingman just to push them back as well. The spike carrier dropped, and Talon has to step on the brakes. They've lost way too much in this little skirmish.
Yeah, nice hold there. Zest gets caught by the Dizzy and still able to find one and get out. That's impressive. That is no easy feat. And as Governor and Ban, you'd like to try to take as much away from Bleed as you can here. You don't want to give them that flawless because their economy very, very weak. So if you could do some extra damage, get those ult orbs online, even if you die, it's totally fine.
Yeah, keep that economy weak, keep that river dry. Make them go into the next round with Spectres, Bulldogs, or anything worse. Still, though, making a bit of noise running in. Darren's just completely prepared for it. Ye as well inside his showers. They've got the positions under lock and key.
The front of B and then kills all over the map. Scary able to outduel Surf. Finally, somebody's able to shut these lurks down. Ye is so deep. He's got a showstopper. He's crazy. Oh my God.
Heads up duel just snapped onto his hip perfectly. Showstopper for Governor. Might be able to deal with Ye for the time being, but Scary still available for the trade. Not to mention, Darian is here as well to receive. He's caught towards the front and the back, but he flips over at the right time. Ben able to take him down. We're back to a 2-on-2. Spike still down. The rest of the Bleed players in and available, but we've got some lineups coming in from Talon. I don't know how long that can hold things off for, though. Retla taps the spike. Mosh Pit has been sent over. Flushed out of position, but Retla still takes on the duel against Ban. Low HP, couldn't stay alive. Cruz has to go in for the fights now. Scary making use of the Sky Smoke to keep himself shrouded in mystery. And Retla just protects his teammate with his gun. It's gonna be Bleed. And it really shows how Bleed, some of these players individually are able to, create so much impact. Talon now with a quick and fast and furious hit onto the site, though. It's something that perhaps Scary was not able to expect, not able to anticipate. With the stinger of all things, they gunned down the first one. Now, along with the high tide, they've got a lot more cover. Spike trying to go down. Darren sends out the Rolling Thunder just to toss in a bit of a wrench to their plan. Still, the rest of them, though, able to turn around and protect all these angles. Talon players able to turn the rate. Meanwhile, the rest of the squad, I mean, look at how Talon are working the map, like you mentioned, Paper Thin. One pick, space gained, Governor having the teleporter available, Surf still in position, but working off of the toxic screen. Ye able to burst him down.
I suggest you move.
There goes the reckoning here.
Wow.
And a ban.
All right.
I mean, Retla only had a sheriff, tough spot for him to be in. Scary, speaking of tough spots, and a very difficult one. Ye tries a TP, he's gonna win that.
Wow. Good shot from Ye.
Oh no.
Still though, site has been captured, and then the teleporter play coming in from Talon. Scary as well as Ye, they have to catch up to this, and they also have to try to work together on it. Ye doesn't have that much left. I mean, Scary could just try to use him as a bit of a human shield, a bit of a bait. But now that Spike's down, okay, actually just working off of positions instead. He catches Cruz off timing.
One enemy remaining.
Wow.
Unreal.
Reading them. He knew that there would be a bit of a lurk.
Yeah.
Ye knew that, they were trying to take position around showers as well. and just out-timed the Talon players. Jitboys has his work cut out for him. Able to catch down Scary on the first, and still incredible. The highest that gave him his flight path. Bleed now in for the big retake. And we've got every position covered. High Tide blocks off Market. Got the positions being helped. Oh, spotted Governor through with High Tide. Zest takes him down. Now Darien pushing along with him. The shorty will not be able to connect. It's only a good bit of damage. Back to a 2-on-3 as they try to hold down Shower. Surf doing what he can. Cruz able to take down Zest, but then traded off by Darren again. It's going to be down to the Viper's Pit, and he tries to spray down Wingman, but that just opens his position up for Scary to knock him out.
Yeah.
Bleed in for a third win.
So smokes in, yay.
Wow.
I think he knows Surf is there. Yeah, something gave it away. We're not sure what. We didn't get to see it on screen, but
A bit of a starter step, perhaps?
yep.
You did good.
Oh, wow, that's, that's all Bleed needs. A single peep. There's the pickup. Zest now able to support, goes in for the thrash, big connect. Darien takes down Ben. Cruz has to tuck tail and turn away. Oh, even with the smokes though, although Jitboys is able to sneak on the site, does he have the angles? Catches the first onto Darien.
Enemy remaining.
Guess what? Scary's right around the corner. Spots the heads. Quick work for Bleed. Playing out that time and getting a feel for things. Again, this is what Bleed does. You've got that lurk on Retla towards A.
Love the protocol from Governor there to respond to that fault line with his paint shells. Perfectly placed. He's gonna go crazy.
Does pick up the first hit. Tosses out the paint shells. Here's a player rushing forward. Sometimes Surf just runs into his opponent's crosshairs. But at the same time, you've got the trades coming through. Cruz coming in to support the team. Retla surviving.
One.
But nonetheless, Bleed has beaten out Talon in that encounter. They have numbers advantage. And now sticking the spike plant along with Wingman. Jitboy's not quite able to center his crosshair. It's all down to Cruz. And that starts off, mind you, because of Ye playing it safe and patient.
Ye with 13 HP when he got those 2 kills. Absolutely ridiculous. Just the little things.
Oh, man. Okay, you've got the Wingman, Cruz.
My buddy's defusing.
You should
try.
bait out some peeks. He thinks that someone is inside a lamp, but they're not there at all. It's shot down now. He's running out of time, has to go in, but pretty soon it's going to be a big old peek against him. Way too many players to deal with. And just like that, it's going to be Bleed picking up the pistol now.
You can kind of mess around with some goofy ideas like that, just see if it works. Who cares?
Scary's just like getting hit by a toothpick. It's like, what?
Yeah. Who flung that at me?
Doesn't matter. Bleed goes in for the execute. Jitboys, though, with a double classic. Not too bad. Good bit of damage against Bleed. Just a bit of an execute, a raw one. And although they did manage to get the spike down, it is still Talon Jitboys and able to do a bit more damage. They've picked up the Bulldog now, down to low HP, but if they can rob some more of these weapons away, that would be not too bad of an exchange. Oh, they're making use of that bench, though.
Last player
Angle
standing.
favors Bleed for now. Jitboy still able to snap onto Ye. Tries to go back in. He knows that they're stacked up on top of each other. His teammates. The angles are pretty good for now. One teleporter.
A bit risky from Darien. I think they're trying to sell a fake.
An attempt. Governor takes out the one player. Now they're going in for it along with the Wingman. Surf still alive, but it's going to be Cruz who comes up huge with a quick double. Zest able to trade him out, picks up the rifle. Surf still undetected. Fires off a bit of a blind shot and then goes back into tap. Teammates coming out of hookah.
Could really break this round open. Talon, if they're able to dodge it, they could play for a really nice setup on their retake. Use that Reckoning into the showstopper to get that info. Get a good placement on it. Oh, here we go.
Wow. Governor's going in for it. That's the first piece, the first tick. And then Ye comes back in for the attack. Thrash being sent out to get a little bit more space. Governor very aware, but he spotted out Scary. Able to swing out wide. Knocks out Scary's head with the left hook, and it's going to be now Ye spotting him, while Governor has his option to route back towards A short. The rest of Bleed stuck inside of the lamps, and just trying to hold off some of these angles. Wingman goes back into showers. Oh, but the timing on the peak. Yay, still able to hold down his angle. Now back in to support the rest of the team. Talon has to push up together. Timing has to work out in tandem. Oh, it's gonna be the Harbor Cove, along with a bit of a dizzy toss from Cruz. Bit of a blind, and it helps out the rest of Talon as they pick up all these kills. Defuse now coming in. Talon with a 9.
Get it? Because it's a bird, a foul?
Oh, wow. Good job, favorite.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Dang.
And I can hear Achilleos groaning from the other.
All right, High Tide was sent out. Jit Boys, unfortunately, off timing. Retla finds the opening pick. Surf comes back in for a bit of a trade. Oh, they're trying to run over. There was that flashlight coming out from Darian, but just a little bit off timing. Now Zest with a bit of positioning, able to catch down onto Surf. Re-peeks and catches Cruz.
As a Thrash.
One-on-one. Governor only has an op. Oh no, turns away. There's the Thrash out now. Oh, but it leaves him open. Governor's going in for the knife. Oh, swaps over the shorty. Zest realizes it a little bit too late.
Like you could stop me.
And just punched and punctured through by the sawed-off shotgun. It's gonna be Talon now, 11-7, 1 point away. Or players being experienced or not on certain agents. There is a bit of an adjustment period to both sides, and Talon just doing a little bit better on this one. Surf now. Individual mechanics. Finds the first pick. Yay, getting the entry off of Hookah. Cruz has been taken down, and that would be a big pickup for Bleed.
No punish on that TP from Retla. He was pushing towards U-Haul here.
Whoa. Sneaking out. Barrel spotted. Calls out for Jit Boys. However, Retla does find his own as well. So in for this, it's going to be a 3-on-3. They have to rotate over just quick. Still kind of considering if there might be a double back into A, so Governor stays tucked away. But here comes the hit. Good High Tide, though. It blocks off so much. They try to peek together as a squad, but look at how Ben and Jit for it. Trying to find what they can, but at the same time, I mean, you've got these ultimates on the side of Talon. Jit Boys has been doing such a good job at timing at some of these.
Scary, wake up.
Scary. I think he's heard it, but, you know, not quite in a prime position to peek out, so he wants his teammate to go in for it first. Unfortunately, that doesn't quite work out against Talon, who are doing such a darn good job right now. Rolling Thunder was committed, but to no effect. The rest of them assaulting all the way from the back of A short, as well as Heaven on A. They've captured Truck, they've captured Lamps. Bleed still stuck inside. Not quite able to get any spike plans, not quite able to fight back. Yay with nothing but a judge. Shot through, sniped down by Governor. Cruz with a simple shot to the head.
With those poison clouds, able to control space, I think a little bit more effectively because of the decay and things like that. But Talon's just going to walk about. Darion's got the high angle, but he's been spotted out. He has to get out of there. Yay on his own.
Oh, under a lot of pressure. Can't dash away, but ooh, still able to cut them down at their feet with that Sheriff. Good punish over by Jit Boys and Cruz, though, along with Frenzy. Darren down to 12 HP. Has to try and play it safe. Cruz still being a bit of a menace with that Frenzy. Hopping all over the place. Spike taken away. And now the core remaining Bleed players. Bleed players Vold, not quite able to do all. Look for some positioning. Talon has the firepower in this scenario.
Yeah, placed on the corner. He's going to be able to be covered from yellow. Governor gonna use the updraft to get up on top. See if he can do any more damage from there.
Angle. Tosses, dodges the flash. Manages to get out of dodge with a tailwind. It's not impossible for Bleed to win this round off of utility. They've got the Cove, they've got the Wingman. Well, not anymore now that Zest is dead. But Scary just picks up a quick double with the Ghost. They continue to push up front. Yay holding the angle. Scary continuing to land some nasty shots. And Jit Boys down to half HP, not quite able to take down the Spike Diffuser. And with teamwork, with the squad pushing up.
Much safer defuse, and they're able to make good use of it. Now Yay, that Outlaw. Ooh, missed the first, finds the second.
Darren here to back him up as well. Talon knows that they can't quite challenge this. have to back down. But look at the angles that the Bleed players are holding. I mean, what are you gonna do? Pistols.
Here.
Serve does have a Guardian.
Well, now you're really afraid because there was that kill through mid from Zest, and you got to be cognizant. You can see they're looking in this direction because they're really afraid that somebody's going to keep pushing this angle. Trying to see if they can find a punish onto that, but there will be no such push just yet. Now, finally, Zest making his way over. I think he saw him. Yep.
And Dizzy out. Retla can peek off of it as well. Governor able to shoot down the Dizzy in time. But, all right, we're just going to set up camp. Look at this. Look at this, the skin.
I love this. Showing off the Talon skin.
You
But he
guys
got the
want
opportunity. He knows the observers are. Oh, that was
30
nasty.
seconds left.
That
Good
was
flick.
Woo.
He's very talented player.
I love it. He just keeps showing the skin.
Do it again,
He
do it
knows-
again.
He knows the observers are watching him.
You guys want to buy some skins?
That's so great.
That's it. Still,
Look,
it's gonna
that
be
just won me over. That just.
space up over by green, but unfortunately, feels that it's a little bit too hot for their liking.
Yeah, if
A
you
being
get-
around.
Yeah, if you get close enough there, you might be able to get a Thrasher on the corner or something, but not quite able to find it. For Talon, Chip Boy's able to take Ye down under the tube. Catching Ye, trying to cut him off, but Rella just has to get out. There's no hope for
Yeah.
him.
Still has his utility around the site though, so now finally lets them
Spike
go.
planted.
Unfortunately, the spike goes down first. So it's going to be that retakes game. I mean, it's really cool that Talon has the option to leave either Jit Boys or Surf on that lurk. And they're able to provide so much value because of it. I mean, taking down Ye in that fashion. Now the rest of them just holding from these linear angles. The spike is planted out in the open for them. Darian, though, trying to spray what he can. Able to trade out against Ben. Surf now. Up in an elevated position, up on pipes. Comes back in.
remaining.
Jit Boys with that lurk finally showing its effect.
I have
Just
more tests to run.
Talon again, once more.
A little bit quicker, but Talon's been pretty good about when they want to pull the trigger. There's not much hesitation.
Very interesting.
That's a voice line cover.
There it is. Good call on the null command as well, so teammates can pick him up. And there is that go signal. You've got the double lurks in the form of Jit Boys as well as Surf, and they're kind of watching each other's backs. This B squad,
Player standing.
Team Bravo, doing what they need to do and shutting down some of these rotations. The ace operator has been taken off of his hands.
This aggressive position on the A. Chip Boys just very cautious.
Might be his time to shine. Gets up the first one, reloads, pulls out. Spots Surf out up by the top of belt. Now Governor creating a little bit of presence up around the B site. Reckoning has been sent
30
and spent.
seconds left.
The rest of them now going in for that quick mid to B, but the angle's being held by Bleed. Ooh, good little flash. Oh, wow.
Brilliant.
Not spotted at all. Actually, just taking down Retla really quickly. Very safe.
Yeah, okay, well, Zest is going to catch him.
Good
the
hold.
great.
10 seconds
Yeah.
left.
We're just now going to have to buy
planted.
time for the rest of the team to rotate over. Meanwhile, Talon are in prime position to actually hold some of these spots. Look at Ben up by Kitchen. As soon as he spots the barrel,
enemy remaining.
Ye tries to peek out, but unfortunately nothing doing. Ben with the double kill to put Talon, tricking Bleed into biting the bait. So there has to be some adjustment now, because after this, you're starting to wonder, are they going to go into B again? I mean, that's what we've seen for the past 2 rounds. Scary goes into investigate with a cascade. Ye with the blades up onto the A site. Able to take down his counterpart. They know the hit is coming towards the spot right now, but they don't quite have the firepower. Jit Boys very sharp with it. Darren coming in for a bit of trade. The Thrash able to connect and land as well. No mercy.
Disjointed, and it's still sensing some uncomfortableness out of players like Zest on this Gecko. And, although, okay, there you go.
You should run.
Now going in with the 8 defaults. Got the tailwind and updraft up onto the top of Generator. Spike planted. High Tide blocking everything off.
Oh, look at Governor.
Lockdown just blocking it.
Are they going to expect this?
Surely they have to, but if not, at least a couple of players going down. Oh, there it is! Such a big burst. Two
One
players
enemy remaining.
just eating it. Now Ban chiming in as well.
Shut down any of those big ults that are sitting in Bleed's hands, because they've got 3.
The mental damage. Ye wants to pick it, but unfortunately he's the one who's getting picked instead. Governor gets the Blade Storm off of that. They have the option to swap back to the rifles. And Talon just absolutely read and anticipated that.
Perfect. Every time, every step since Lotus has been Talon ahead. They've been 2 steps forward after going 1 step back. Zest, you insane wizard. Oh my god.
Just an absolute mad lad. Walks forward by himself, finds a couple, evens out the numbers a little bit. That's not too bad for Bleed right now, if Scary can pull off the clutch. Talon feels the pressure, they feel the heat, so back on towards A. Surf has called it clear. I'm pretty sure that Scary is right around the corner,
left.
might have heard a little something, so coming back in to investigate with that Guardian, but playing it safe enough to rendezvous with Darian before he goes in for the hit.
Planted.
These lurks pay off so well for Talon. In terms of information on the map, great Dizzy there.
Right.
Lets them know they need to give up a little bit more space, try to make this retake a little bit easier.
The little KO pushes
Surf,
to
you
clear the high
absolute
tide. Oh yeah, I love it.
Genius.
But here we go. Fragment and Bleed are trying to do what they can. Able to deal with the front side. Now watching over onto the next. Scary sticks the defuse all the way. Almost through, but Ben!
Incredible.
Remembering that VCT Pacific video where they're talking about the outlaw.
Yeah.
30 seconds
That was a
left.
great video, by the way. I loved the way they put that together.
Shout out to the team that makes it happen. But here we go. Ye wanting to take the fight down. Goes up. Able to shoot down Ban. Governor in for a bit of a trade. Now holding on to positions. Darian comes back
Last
in to
player
fight as
standing.
well.
10
All
seconds
these
left.
fists flying, and it's going to be Zest who sticks the plant. Cruz now in position, but shut down by Darian with the Ghost. A Whisper that pulls Bleed back into them as a bit of a pistol plan now. Interesting strat.
And it works.
Oh!
And it works.
And then they come back around screens.
It's like they knew what the protocol would be, that there'd be just the Killjoy, and they could overstack that angle.
Hey, and you got that separate squad again going in to retrieve the weapon that has fallen, and the rest of them now trying to do what they can all the way from rafters, from behind. They took down Scary.
Every piece of damage that Talon does here is just more painful for Bleed.
Dizzy tossed out, Wingman to clear, under Hell, under Rafters, nobody's available. Surf do a bit more damage. Bleed slowly thinning down in numbers.
Wow.
1
Jeez.
enemy remaining.
All right, Ye swapped on over to the Ghost, just protecting the spike with his life.
Well, he's going to lose this Phantom potentially.
Nah, okay, I think he's, oh, yeah,
Just
able to make it
barely.
out.
Oh, so close.
So although it is a win for Bleed in this round, he's putting in the work. I got to do the same thing.
Look, I have no doubt that
seconds
these
left.
players are capable of turning it around.
Blocking sight.
Bit of a dash in and out for Ye, trying to poke and prod, trying to figure out what's going on. A huge util dump on top of him, and Surf gonna find 1, finds 2!
Spike down.
Puts up the
A.
wall. Now there's a green wall in front of Bleed. They can't break through it.
Wow.
10 seconds left.
One enemy
Holding some of
remaining.
these angles. Good
Last
shot.
player
Still
standing.
Scary up on the zip line. Zip Boy's just not quite having the help, but running out of time. 4
He doesn't
seconds
have it.
left.
Yeah,
He
it's
can't
over.
get the plant. Governor knows it.
Oh no.
I love.
Out from Cruz and Ban. So this is going to be a pretty tough take. These ultimates, if they're gonna come out, are gonna have to hit, and they're gonna have to hit hard. Oh no, not like that.
Off
I
timing.
suggest you move.
Just a little bit unlucky, but still the rest of the team have their protocols to push up onto the B site, off of the high tide, off of some of the dizzy tosses. Ye has collected up on so much space. Cruz holds his ground though. Surf comes back in, anticipating some of these angles. Now 2 players left, and Scary has his work cut out for him. Cove down, cuts off mid, tries to hold it off. Zest still alive, has the thrash, needs to play for time. Tries to stay alive too. They might not know that Scary's still here.
Last player
Oh,
standing.
but then the sudden peek out from Surf.
Mosh pit.
He crouches, not quite able to connect the shot. And a 1-on-3, not quite doable for Zest. He just peeks out. trying to do what he can, but that's going to be it for now. Talon reaching match point. Putting themselves in position. Just setting up for it.
Kind of revealed his position here. Cove going to be used this time to make sure the plant goes
Spike
down.
planted.
But I like what Bleed does here. They recognize the open space in the kitchen quickly, take advantage of it, give themselves a chance here in this round.
All right. 0 point to ensure that the side is clear. They know they are all around yellow and green. They've got the Thrash, sends it out, timing a little bit off. Thrash doesn't quite connect, but Surf jump peeks off of it. Now it's going to be down to Ye. Jitboy sticking the defuse. He's got the Poison Cloud. Surf pressures on. 13-6. Such a big and triumphant win for Talon Esports and some of the players, Surf and Cruz, as they play against their ex-teammate, Scary.
Awesome, 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 awesome. The way that they just kept getting better.